edition of Trowel Time.
Woo! Not even a smattering.
No, there's not. Well, our audience is a little light this week, but coming to you from light as in not dense, from the beautiful campus here in Alma, Michigan, the garden spot of the state, right in the middle of the mitten. Trowel Time is here with our regular cast of characters. On the couch, we have Brother Tom Braun, our Grand Lecturer. Tom, welcome.
Thanks, Bob. Nice to be here.
He got a little applause there. And next to him is our Grand Secretary, Bill Finkel, past Grand Master. Bill, good to have you. Thank you for being here. As always, is Darren Thompson in the back with our mailbag and upcoming events. Darren, thank you. Kind of not much there. That was a little not. Dirk Hughes with our Masonic Minute coming up. Behind the cameras is Ben Tigner, as always. Thank you, Ben, for being here. Doing what you do. And we have an audience of one. Tammy Dankenbrain. Tammy, thanks for being here. Tammy improves the room by geometric degrees. Yeah, absolutely. So it's good to be here. This is being filmed just after Memorial Day, so I hope that everybody had a very nice, reflective holiday weekend. But the reason for it is, of course, a somber one, and we remember those who have given the final cause of devotion to our country. So to those men and women who have given that, we say thank you, and we wish you God's peace. I know we had here in Alma, we had a wonderful parade, and Alma Lodge was well represented, as was, and they used the Homes float, the Masonic Homes float, to carry the Queen.
Yes, this was the 56th Alma Highland Festival.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. We were represented well, both in the parade and at the land area in the festival.
You were out in a tent, and you had the booth and passed out goodies and information, talked to brothers and non-Masons, and just brought the word.
Booth, and Dirk had a booth.
Dirk was right next to you. Yeah. Dirk was in a kilt.
Looked good. As per usual, yeah.
I'm just,
Too much information.
Well, the tag said from Kohl's, so I'm not sure if it's a real kilt or just a dress that he's kind of.
I was in my best Scottish Levi's.
Yes. So even those of us who have kilts didn't wear them. It was a bit breezy out there. But it was a great day. So Alma has a great Highland Festival right over Memorial Day weekend. You get the chance next year to stop on up. You'll meet a lot of brothers. I was walking through the Clan area, and a lot of men are Masons, and just met a lot from Canada and from parts of Michigan and elsewhere. So there were a lot of good folks around. We had a good time. I didn't get to eat any Scottish delicacies, but I don't know if they had any. Were they serving haggis or any such?
Meat pies.
They had meat pies. Eggs. Okay, Scotch eggs. Yes, yes. Which are best taken with Scotch, by the way. So yeah.
No shortbread.
They had some like canned shortbread. There
was shortbread there. Yeah.
Is it homemade shortbread or? Yeah. Okay. So
Annie Bedwell used to.
Annie Bedwell's shortbread. Yeah. Had 500 pounds of butter in each cookie. I swear. You feel your arteries just seizing up. All right.
But they were good.
What's happening in the world of ritual as we go into our summer months, and the lodges will kind of relax a little bit?
We're real excited about the craft being enthused after the annual communication.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, we had a great school, well attended. Everybody had a chance to participate.
Packed house.
Packed house.
We did, and it was a great time this year.
Wow.
We discussed the common mistakes in opening and closing the lodges in all 3 degrees, and how to attack those and correct those problems. And everybody had a chance to chirp in with that, and I was impressed with them.
You're attacking the problem, not
attacking the problem, not the people.
The officer. Okay.
We also
kind of diminished our ranks a little.
Also, with the 3 degrees, we talked about and discussed the common problems and how to correct those. I had the pleasure of presenting the state ritualist winners. And the Master Mason category was Hami Agaza from Stony Creek, and Matt Sheldon was the past master category from Pontiac 21.
Yeah.
And it was a great time.
Congratulations, gentlemen. Yeah,
So I asked the boys when they go back out to their lodges to do 3 things: to teach, to encourage, and to inspire the craft. And based on that, things are already starting to happen. Last night I was in Palmyra and I examined Palmyra. And
How do you get to Palmyra?
You go to Jackson and make a left.
Got it. Yeah, that's about as good a description as you can get.
Yeah, but we examined. We have a new junior ritualist from last night. And tonight, the Brotherhood Lodge is going to be examined on their ability to open and close the lodge in all 3 degrees, so for their certification. So things are starting to happen, and I'm excited.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Well, we know Palmyra well.
Yes,
We've been
we
there
do.
several times,
Yeah.
and while I'm not really sure how the hell I ended up there, it is a great lodge. So congratulations to our new junior ritualist in Palmyra. Congratulations to that. That's great stuff. Thank you, Tom. Brother Bill.
Yes, sir.
How's things going in the secretarial world?
Well, it's starting to warm up.
Yeah.
The first of the Grandmasters Town Hall meetings is this weekend
It
in
is.
Marquette. So we'll be going up there this weekend, Friday or Saturday, or someday this weekend we're going to be in Marquette.
Oh, just head that way.
Yeah.
You'll end up there and everything will be fine.
It's the first of 5.
You cross the bridge and it just kind of lightens up, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, the first of 5 town halls he has planned for this year.
Yeah.
So, but I got to tell you, last night I had the distinct honor and pleasure of presenting a 70-year pin
I saw that.
to
Yeah.
George Langdon, Brother George Langdon, in St. Joseph Lodge, number 437, 100 years old.
Yeah.
And, I tell you,
Salute. Yeah.
whatever else goes wrong, when you get to do these things, it just renews your
Yeah.
whole feeling for masonry, because it was great. I will, however, I was asked to do this last Tuesday. Guys, we need more notice than that. We need to plan ahead. Don't give me 1 week's notice on. And Tammy knows all about planning,
Well,
right,
actually,
Tammy?
by you going,
Yeah.
you just told them you didn't need, advanced planning. So
Well,
you have to say, I'm sorry, I can't. You have to give me advance notice.
how do you say no to a 100-year-old
Yeah,
brother?
Well, you don't, because the odds aren't
Yeah,
that high that there's going to be a lot of other opportunities for that, right?
right.
Yeah.
That was great.
That's not speaking out of turn now. That's just the reality of our world.
You have mentioned before about leaving the lodge feeling good.
Yeah.
Well, I felt good last
That's
night.
great.
Having done that, that
That's
felt
the best.
great. So,
Well, that's I'm an honorary there, and I was very active in St. Joe, and I lived down that area, so it's
Yeah.
one of my favorite lodges. It's a good group of guys, so I'm glad you were down there. Ron Price, I believe, is
he's the
worshipful
worshipful
master.
master, and I think he used to
And-
live in 3 Oaks.
Boy, he still does. He's
Yeah.
a member of Three Oaks, and
'Cause he said he had to-
DDI down there. So
He chased his dog into Ohio, he said, which is half a block from his house. Oh, Indiana, maybe.
Indiana, yeah.
Indiana.
Yeah.
Chased his dog into Indiana,
Yeah.
half a block away. So-
probably, yep, it happens all the time.
And Todd Schmitz, the new Grand Marshal, came, and Blair Shadler was there, the DGP for the district.
Yeah.
So
And
it
a
was
member
good.
of the foundation board
Yep.
of trustees. So very good. All right.
Great.
Good night.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad of that. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with other stuff. Be right back.
Are you looking for the latest Masonic apparel, materials, and literature from the craft? Look no more. At MichiganMasonicStore.com, you can find everything from hats and shirts to tumblers, blankets, and books. Our shirts come in a range of sizes and with logos and branding custom stitched for the Michigan Masons. Don't wait. Visit MichiganMasonicStore.com now.
Welcome back, and take it away, Darren, with upcoming events.
All right, in chronological order, we've got June 14th. There will be a table lodge hosted by Ancient Craft Lodge 551 at the building in Madison Heights. So check registration for that in your Hiram's Herald and on the calendar. June 21st, the Michigan Masonic Museum and Library. Brother Dirk will be at the Holland Celtic Festival. I assume that's Celtic and not Celtic?
Any reason to wear
They're not celebrating the Boston Celtics? Okay. The Holland Celtic Festival, June 21st. Dirk will be there with a great display. Sunday, June 22nd, is the reception for Grandmaster Bill Sauget. That's going to be at the Italian American Banquet and Conference Center in Livonia. So again, check your calendar on the Michigan Masons website and Hiram's Herald for sign up for that. Our annual outing with Prince Hall to Jimmy John's Field is going to be Saturday, August 9th. So those flyers are out and posted, and there's links to buy tickets at all the above places. And then the other town halls that were mentioned, by the time you watch this, you probably missed the May 31st one in Marquette, but the upcoming ones will be June 7th in Alpena, August 16th in Traverse City, September 20th in Grand Rapids, and October 11th at the Wayne Temple in Westland. And those are our upcoming events.
Okay, thank you, Dirk.
I'd like to add one to that.
Yes.
November 8th, the Grand Lodge of Michigan, we're traveling to Hamilton, Ontario to do degrees with the Grand Lodge of Canada in the province of Ontario.
Oh.
November 8th.
Okay, excellent. We will get further details and get that in the news as well.
Okay.
Thank you.
Exciting.
Yeah,
That'll
good
be fun.
stuff. Good
Yeah,
stuff.
absolutely. All right. Thank you for that, and take it away with the mailbag.
Oh yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Wait, hey.
All right, we have a few questions for our mailbag. First one, the first three actually, are from Brother Royce Myers, who is our new DDI down in the southwest part of the state. He wants to know, can you sign a petition for a prospective candidate if you are not a member of the lodge he will join?
No.
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 Very clear, concise answer. You must be a full member, not an honorary member.
No, must be a member of that,
Yeah.
voting member of that lodge.
Okay. He would also like to know, can you wear an appendant pin or other organization pin unrelated to Masonry in lodge on your lapel?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Sure,
Yeah.
yeah.
Excellent. I do it, so hopefully it's okay. And then another one, in lodges with a casual dress code, is there a limit to the slogans or images on shirts?
Dress code is the responsibility of the master of the lodge.
Correct.
Whatever he says goes.
Okay.
Keep it in good taste. I mean,
Please.
Yeah.
you know, we're not, don't wear your wife beater, T-shirt and that.
Leave the Paps t-shirt at home.
Yes. Yeah.
Use common sense. Okay.
Well, and be somebody. You know,
Yeah.
don't be a bum.
There's
enough of
casual
those
and
out
then
on the
there's a
street.
little too casual.
A little too casual is way too casual. Yeah.
Right. And then Roger Peak from Charlevoix Lodge would like to know, is the conversation between the junior deacon and the Tyler private, or should they be speaking loud enough for the whole lodge to hear?
He's speaking to the Tyler, but there's no reason he can't speak up and let the other people within the lodge see what's going on and hear that.
Yeah.
I mean,
But by the same token, I've been in lodges where
they do whisper.
the collective hearing capability is pretty low. So, I mean, then you're going to scream it, right? So again, I would
Yeah.
say some common sense has to be, but until the worship master, he's not telling you to inform the lodge that I'm about to tile, right? He's telling you to tell Tyler that I'm about to tile. So I would use those kinds of communications as my guide. So in that case, you don't. It's not private, right?
Right.
But it's,
Correct.
But it doesn't need to be screamed either. So
Okay. And then from our YouTube channel, we have a few comments I'll read here.
Oh.
From @Roosh-ET6RQ. I love this program. Thank you.
Thank
Ed
you.
Roosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ed Roosh is our friend. All right, Ed Roosh.
Tell
love
your
you.
friends.
@Dryland Diver says, great show, keep up the good work. Thank you.
Dryland Diver.
And @Donald Wilson 789, who I think I know who that is, from Ann Arbor Lodge, he says very demandingly, go to a grotto meeting.
Oh yes, yes. Demandingly go to a grotto
Yes.
meeting.
So,
Yeah, I would love to. I'm not a member of grotto. Are you guys members of grotto?
I'm
no,
not.
You're
I'm
not.
not.
You're not. I think they drink a lot.
I'm joining in July.
You are? Yeah. Do you drink a lot?
I haven't joined yet.
Okay.
You have to
well,
practice.
are they forming a new one in the Grand Rapids area, or
Down in Kalamazoo.
Kalamazoo? Oh,
Kalamazoo.
they're forming a new one in Kalamazoo. Excellent.
They're all over the place, aren't they?
They're popping up.
They're popping up everywhere.
Owasso has a new one. Detroit has a new one.
Owasso,
I believe so.
They do.
home of donuts, right?
I see that.
Yes.
Shout out to
There's a
Chris
lot of
Owens.
donuts.
Chris Owens.
There's a lot of donuts down there in Owasso. Yes, they're starting to invade our office. Thank you, Chris. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Dirk Hughes is heading to the podium as we speak. Be right back.
Every day we make choices. Choices to help ourselves, choices that help those around us. When it's time to make a choice about your senior living options, consider Masonic Pathways. We offer choices for entertainment, socialization, and most importantly, choices that make life easier for you. When it's time to discuss choices in your life, make Masonic Pathways your first choice and contact our care team today.
And we're back. So Dirk is going to give us a Masonic Minute. Dirk, take it away.
And I don't believe in time.
Thank you, Bob.
You're welcome.
Here we go. Now, this brother was mentioned at the Grand Lodge meeting, and I already had this set up before he was mentioned at the Grand Lodge meeting, so I decided to continue on with it. I'm going to do today's Masonic Minute on Most Worshipful Brother Lou B Winsor, Michigan Mason Extraordinaire. He's actually has an award named after him. That's a lodge can have a single recipient of the Lou B Winsor Award, and you can look at all the different qualifications for that. It's usually given to a brother who has never been Worshipful Master and probably most likely will never be Worshipful Master, but has really devoted himself to the lodge. So check into that award. Most Worshipful Brother Lou B Winsor was born in Providence, Rhode Island in 1858. He moved to Hillsdale, Michigan to attend public school, but would eventually move to Reed City, and he would join Reed City Lodge number 351 in 1881. There's going to be a lot of dates with this because this guy was involved with everything, and I have to mention them all. He serves as the Charter Worshipful Master of Reed City 363, now called Lou B Winsor Lodge, when it received a new charter in 1882. He would join York Rite in 1882, join Scottish Rite in 1885. This guy was hungry. He was taking a big bite out of Freemasonry. He was elected Sovereign Prince in the Scottish Rite in 1889. At the same time, he's going to law school. He graduates from U of M Law School in 1889. In 1890, he started practicing law in Reed City as their city attorney for 14 years. And then he becomes Grand High Priest of the Royal Archmasons in 1896. Grand Master of the Grand Lodge of Michigan, 1896 to 97. The eminent commander of his local Knights Templar in 1897 and 1898. There's a lot of overlap here. He is like serving in multiple leadership roles at the same time. But they didn't have TV and internet back then, so he has some time on his hands. He receives his 33rd degree in the Scottish Rite in 1898. He's Commander-in-Chief of DeWitt Clinton Consistory from 1901 to 1902, same time as he's serving as Imperial Potentate of the Ancient Arabic Order of the Nobles of the Mystic Shrine, which is the jurisdictional head. That's not just the temple, that's the entire jurisdiction, countrywide. He becomes Grand Lecturer after he serves as Grand Master in 1901, 1902, 1903, and becomes Grand Secretary for the Grand Lodge of Michigan in 1904, and will serve in that capacity for the next 32 years.
Like that, Bill?
So there you go, Bill. You got some time
to catch up.
To catch up to
you're
Lou B
right.
Winsor.
I'll be 115.
That's all right. It can be done with enough vitamins and your attitude. You're going to make it, buddy. The last 20 of those years, he was living in Grand Rapids when the Grand Lodge offices were located there. He was Grand Thrice Illustrious Master of the Royal and Select Masters. He was Worthy Grand Patron of Michigan Grand Chapter in 1918. He receives his 33rd degree in 1906 and becomes an active member of the Supreme Council in Scottish Rite in 1929. Sometimes I went back and forth to 1819. There's so many dates here I get confused. He becomes the Scottish Rite Deputy of Michigan from 1934 to 1936, and the only thing that stops him is that he eventually dies. By the time he died in 1936, he had participated in 325 dedications of lodge halls and temples, 86 cornerstone layings. He signed 157 lodge charters and was an honorary member of 44 Masonic lodges and 22 shrine temples. And some say he didn't let even death get in the way of being involved in Freemasonry, if you believe those folks who claim to have seen him occasionally in the Grand Rapids Masonic Center, much more recently than 1936. I haven't seen Uncle Lou, but I know some people that I think may have. There you go, Lou B Winsor, Mason Extraordinaire of Michigan.
Well done.
That's right. Absolutely.
And his ghost is depicted in the mural,
It
if you
is.
look at our mural.
Yeah.
Thank you, Darren.
Yeah, and I believe that he also was the if not the, one of the founders of the Jesters. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Royal Order of Jesters, and they wrote the ritual, which is incomprehensible, while sailing from California to Hawaii when they instituted Aloha Shriners in Hawaii. He was an exciting guy. Was he married?
Yes, he was to Emma.
To Emma, a very long-suffering wife.
Yeah.
She
right?
went with him everywhere.
She went with him.
She
Wow.
went with him on all sorts of weird adventures
Wow.
around the country.
I think there's a movie in there.
There's got to be.
We need to talk to Tom Hanks or somebody. Get this thing going. Fascinating guy. All right. Thank you very much for our Masonic Minute. Right? So, we have an homage to Sweden.
We do. First, I have to say I cannot let it go as a proud St. Louis Shark that St. Louis is the middle of the mitten and not Alma. So
I'm sorry, I'm going to contest that.
Or it's not Scotland, USA.
it is not Scotland, USA. No, it's
Yeah,
Pine River, USA,
think
which we won't get
geographically, I'm
into,
just
but-
going to contest that.
good night, Sweden.
Good night, Sweden. Thanks, everybody. See you next time on Trowel Time.